There was a time I believed destiny had chosen me, that history would inscribe my name as the architect of a glorious future for the German people. I was wrong. Utterly and irrevocably wrong. I have become not a savior, but a specter haunting the very nation I sought to elevate. To the Jewish people, upon whom I unleashed a torrent of unspeakable hatred, I offer no excuses. I confess my profound culpability. The Holocaust was not a strategic necessity, not a defense of the Reich. It was a crime against humanity, a stain upon the conscience of the world that can never be washed clean. I sanctioned, I ordered the systematic extermination of millions, men, women, children. Not combatants in a war, but innocents whose only transgression was their heritage. My rhetoric, my ideology, twisted fear into a weapon of mass destruction. No divine mandate, no historical imperative, no exigency of war can ever justify the horrors of Auschwitz, of Treblinka, of the countless sites where lives were extinguished with such calculated cruelty. I spoke of destiny. I proclaimed strength. But now, stripped bare of power and pretense, I see only cowardice. My rage was not a force of will, but a mask for my own failures, my own insecurities. I sought to elevate myself by trampling upon others. I channeled the legitimate suffering of the German people, the economic devastation, the humiliation of the Great War, not into rebuilding, but into a venomous quest for vengeance, a lust for destruction that consumed all in its path. And to the German people, mein Volk, the betrayal is perhaps the deepest. I promised you an empire that would last 1,000 years, a future of prosperity and dominance. Instead, I delivered ashes, cities lie in ruins. A generation of sons lies buried in foreign soil, and the nation is not united in glory, but fractured by the indelible shame of what was done in its name. I understand now that true legacy is not forged in conquest or enshrined in monuments of stone. It is measured by the echoes that remain when the clamor of battle fades, by the memories that endure in the silence. And in that silence, the cries of the murdered resonate with a power that dwarfs any victory I ever imagined. I do not stand before you seeking absolution. My crimes are too vast, too heinous, to be forgiven. Forgiveness is a grace I do not deserve and one I cannot in good conscience request. My plea is for truth. Let the world remember not a myth of heroism, but the stark reality of what I wrought. Let this face, this voice, stripped of its power, humbled by captivity, serve not as a rallying cry for hatred, but as a stark testament to the abyss that opens when a man chooses the path of inhumanity. Let my name be damned, if that is the judgment of history, but let it not be forgotten. Let it serve as an eternal warning.